Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I can't believe that there's only a week left of April, and to be honest, I'm really going to miss my April cherry blossom theme. It was definitely one of my all-time favorites, but yeah, we still need to set up our bullet journal for the new month. So in today's video, we will be setting up my bullet journal for the month of May. And now, without further ado, let's start planning. So for the month of May, I decided to go for a plants and bunnies theme, which was inspired by Natalie from Blossom Bujo. I was so inspired when I came across her plants and cats theme that she did in August 2021. The setup was just the cutest, and I really enjoyed the plant and cat doodles that she did, as well as the cozy green and brown color palette. So I decided to just recreate her theme, but instead of drawing cats, I decided to draw bunnies. And the reason why I decided to draw bunnies is because my mind just associates bunnies or rabbits with spring. I don't know why, but yeah, that's how it is. And another reason why I drew bunnies is because they are just really cute. I remember I always wanted to have a bunny as a pet when I was little, but my parents wouldn't allow it because my house was already like a zoo with dogs, hamsters, tortoises, and fishes back then. But I did get to pet a rabbit at a petting zoo. It was really nice, and I guess it kind of compensated for the fact that I didn't get a bunny as a pet when I was little. So yeah, let's get back to the cover page. So I used a brown Pentel Fude touch sign pen instead of a fine liner for the outlining, and after that I just used my Tombow Duo brush pens, my Crayola Super Tips, and my Sakura Koi coloring brush pens to color in the doodles. I recently got the Sakura Koi brush pens, and I have to say that I absolutely love them. The feel of the brush is so good, and they even have colors that the Tombow Duo brush pens don't have, like the Naples yellow and coral red that I got. The color shade was exactly what I wanted, and I'm just really happy that I got myself these brush pens. And yeah, after coloring it in the doodles, I just used my white gel pen to add some highlights, and as you can see here, for the cover page, I just wrote May in simple calligraphy, and for the monthly log on the left page, I just wrote down all the days of the month vertically, and I also highlighted all the Saturdays and Sundays to kind of give a visual separation for each week. So yeah, that's my cover page and monthly log for May, and now let's move on to the trackers. So the page that I'm setting up right now is my mood tracker, and for this month, I once again didn't went for the graph layout like the ones that I did in my February and March setup, but instead I drew 3 potted plants with one of them having a cute bunny hiding in it. And if you're wondering how I'm going to use this mood tracker, I'll just basically color in the leaves that represents the days of the month. Like if I feel happy on that day, I'll color in the leaves with a lighter shade of green, and if I feel sad, I'll just color in the leaves with a darker shade of green. So yeah, that is basically how I will be using this super cute mood tracker. I honestly didn't expect it to turn out looking so cute when I first sketched it, but I'm really happy with it, and this is going to be one of my all-time favorite mood tracker alongside with the cherry blossom mood tracker that I did last month. Now, the page on the right is my habit tracker, and for this month, I will also not be using the graph layout, but instead, I'll be drawing boxes that are in the shape of the month. So what I did is I just outlined 6 boxes for 6 of the habits that I want to track with a pencil first, and after that I just color in the boxes with my brush pens. Initially, I didn't plan to outline the boxes with a pen, but then I thought it doesn't look that good without the outlining, so I just went on to outlining the boxes with my brown Pentel Fude touch sign pen. And now I think it looks so much better after the outlining. So yeah, that's it for my mood and habit tracker for the month of May. Now, flipping over to the next page is my trusty budget tracker that helps me to keep track of my income and expenses. This spread has been very useful to me to make sure that I don't overspend in that month, because as a stationery addict, I can't really control myself when I see cute stationeries, so I have to have this budget tracker to tell myself that it's time to stop buying stationeries. You have too much of them already. So the budget tracker layout is the same as the previous months. I have a table with 4 columns that represents the date, details, the plus sign is for income, and the minus sign is for expenses. And at the bottom is where I will just calculate the total income and expenses at the end of the month. So yeah, I guess that's it for my budget tracker. Now, moving on to the next page is my brain dump spread. So for those of you who are wondering what is a brain dump for, it's actually a space where you can write down anything that you want. For me, I usually use it to write down my shopping list. Sometimes I also use it to write down video ideas that randomly pops into my mind. So yeah, since there's no actual format to how you use the brain dump spread, you can just write down whatever you want and to keep it as a reminder. So now, the last spread that I'm going to show you today is my first weekly spread of the month. I actually made 4 different weekly spreads for all the 4 weeks of May, but for today, I am only showing you the weekly spread for week 1. And the others will be in a separate video, and it will most probably be uploaded on the first week of May. And now, let's get back to the spread. So as you can see here, I drew 7 boxes that represents all the 7 days of the week, Monday to Sunday. And inside each of the boxes is where I'll just be writing down daily tasks that needs to be done. And since there were like a lot of empty spaces on the pages, I just drew the hanging potted plants in those empty spaces. And yeah, I really don't know what else I can talk in these voiceovers recently, so I'll just be letting you guys enjoy the process of me coloring in the potted plant doodles for now. So now, here's the final flip through of my bullet journal setup for May 2022. I honestly really love how cute this month's setup turned out. The bunnies were just the cutest, and I also really love the cozy green and brown color palette. And before we end the video, I would like to thank Natalie from Blossom Bujo for the inspiration. So if you enjoyed the video, please remember to like and subscribe and follow my Instagram and Kofi at lootengstudio. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.